And trying to turn around this Shark squad. Kyra Wood and Iris Umbelito for the opening tip, and the Sharks win it. And Umbelito, the starting 5 for LIU. Trouble in the corner. Sharks working it around the horn. Jump shot for Dyaisha Thomas. She sticks it. Opening points go to Long Island.
Are more than capable of shouldering that load.
O'Brien into the paint. Quick dish to Bermejo. She triggers the 3 and hits. LIU off to a great start courtesy of Amaya O'Brien, and big shots from Christian. Hatch down the lane. Kick out. Nice back check, though, by Kyra Wood to take it away. Now a 2-on-2 for the Cuse. Up ahead to Dyaisha Fair, and she's on the board. Try to step back, no shot there. The Orange applying the pressure, they force a turnover. Elena Rice up ahead to Fair, and she lays it up and in with the left hand.
And she's seen her role shift a little bit and seems to have settled into it. She doesn't need to be the #1 scoring option for this team.
Saniaa Wilson into the game for Syracuse. Floater for O'Brien, that's money. Wood fighting for the board, but O'Brien at all of 5'1" gets it.
LIU boxing out well against this good rebounding team that is Syracuse.
Austin into the lane, lays it up and in off the window.
And those two were both transition layups, just not looking great in the half court, and Lewis being off the court out with an illness may have something to do with that.
O'Brien righty scoop shot is good. In their rookie years, looking to carry over the impact here to Syracuse. McEvans down low for Wilson, off the window and in.
So here's Asia Strong on the elbow. We'll see if they can get the ball down into the paint to Strong and Wilson.
Strong pulls up from 3 and sticks it.
To put LIU up 7-4, 9-4 going into an immediate timeout. But with 2:43 left, how about Asia Strong hitting a 3?
Unafraid knocks it down and brings the Orange back within 2.
Player that Felicia Leggett-Jack said was a home run get for SU in the transfer portal, but Sydney Smith, the home run get in the recruiting trail for Long Island. So another offensive chance for Syracuse. 5 straight points, and there's 2 more. Dyaisha Fair from straight away, 6 points.
Yeah, Woods only played 16 minutes per game before today and only put up 7 shots so far. We may see that go up today.
Fair creating her own offense, finds Wood wide open, money. So the Sharks take a 1-point lead into the second frame. Syracuse gotta get some kind of a spark offensively. Maybe it's Fair. It is!
Ashley Austin comes in off the bench. Did not expect LIU to be out rebounding Syracuse at this point in the game.
Strong left open, hits a mid-range J.
The second offensive foul by Syracuse today.
First personal on Hyman. O'Brien for 3. That's good! 8 points for the sophomore. And the Sharks giving the Orange all they can handle. Strong rolls, puts it up, puts it in. That was clean from Asia Strong.
As we mentioned, the Syracuse is a little bit thin in the front court today, so now they have their version of a small lineup in.
Bermejo from the wing, off the bank and in.
I don't know if she called it, but she gets one from beyond the arc. That's her second 3 today.
Incredible start for Bermejo. Down low feed for Woolley. Easy finish inside.
Looked like it did go off her, and they switched the call.
Woolley, floater, yes. Pretty shot from Georgia Woolley.
She gives out a hard hat, whether it be proverbial or literal, after every game, and that's just part of the ethos of this team, and it's been that kind of game, kind of a grinded-out game so far.
Umbelito up and one. Just struggling to find that consistency.
And that one made possible by the O-board from the freshman Smith, who continues to get good minutes for LIU.
Woolley cuts and finishes.
The Orange have tried to shoot over it. The most of the looks have been open, but they're just not falling, and the Orange may have to make some adjustments at halftime offensively to penetrate this zone.
Fair with a shot pass. It goes right into the hands of Elena Rice, and she finishes.
Anytime it looks like they get a good stop, they aren't able to convert on the offensive side.
13 turnovers for LIU today, 9 points for SU. Off the turnovers, make it 15.
See if the Orange can get it to Fair or Woolley, their shooters.
They do get it to Fair. Matched up with Hatch. Kick out to Strong. Open for 3. She cans it! How about that to end the first half? O'Brien far corner through a double team. Blocked on the way up. But she stays with it and airballs. Good defense by Hyman. Here come the Orange. Fair, pedal to the metal. She scores in transition.
Passing it off well to teammates as well and getting 6 points on the board. Playing significant minutes in her first game since last Monday.
Hatch cuts and scores from the elbow.
And McEvans also happy to be back on the court for Syracuse.
She fakes, feeds it down low. Layup no good from Strong. Hyman intercepts the pass and scores. First field goal of the evening for Teisha Hyman. 9-18 season last year for Long Island. All 9 wins coming in conference because of that tough non-conference play. Hyman gets the friendly bounce, 2 straight buckets.
To take advantage of a mismatch there with Teisha Hyman, and then got a second look against Asia Strong, but could not quite get him to go, and now she goes the other way.
Kick out O'Brien, open from the wing, nothing but nylon.
Fine ball movement there from LIU, but McEvans closing out well for O'Brien to get a hand in her face.
McEvans fakes, finds Saniaa Wilson wide open, and she banks it in.
If they could have held on to those possessions, this could be a different game. Instead, they trail by double digits.
They get one back here, and Austin scores. Turnovers for touchdowns for the Sharks.
Smith hasn't necessarily been a big scorer tonight, but she has been rebounding. And
Strong runs the floor and scores. Count the bucket and 1 for Asia Strong. LIU turns it over. Elena Rice looking like a quarterback, taking it away. Hyman down low for Wilson. Draws a double team, doesn't matter.
And she's dumped the ball off well to her bigs, who are starting to get going here with Strong, and Saniaa Wilson is Strong on cue, grabs an offensive board.
5th rebound of the game for Strong, and it leads to a pair for Wilson. Stayed committed to Coach Felicia Leggett-Jack and said, hey, I know my people when I find my people, and these are her people. Woolley, turnaround Jay, count it.
And she mentioned earlier this week her healthy competition with Dariana Lewis when Lewis is on the floor. Her running mate out today, but Strong picking up the slack.
Hyman hits again.
And it's been this swarming press defense that has given the Orange the advantage, and LIU has gone cold. And as I say that, Austin goes coast to coast, filling the hole that Lewis left in the front court.
Dyaisha Fair, some nifty moves, the scoop shot won't count, but drew the foul in the process.
Find answers, and Syracuse keying in on Amaya O'Brien, and they just haven't had a go-to player as Hyman is getting hot for the Cuse.
Hyman again, 8 points. Now 4 field goals. She had missed her first 4 shots of the game, but has since come alive. The Sharks break the press, down low feed, and an easy turnaround layup. Janine Brandsma, first time we're calling her name.
But too many times Syracuse has forced a turnover for them.
Hyman in midair again. Teisha Hyman on fire. 12 points, 7 boards for Saniaa Wilson, playing in place of Dariana Lewis this evening. Fair tries her luck from 3, nothing but net.
That's that shot selection from Fair coming into play, and she's gotten better with that every game, taking her open looks.
Dangerous pass taken away by Long Island. Quick trigger for Austin, rattles in. Good look for the 6th woman, but couldn't bury it. Now Hyman from deep. Count it!
How about a heat check from Hyman, and she knows that she's got the hot hand right now.
O'Brien and 1. Tough finish.
The turnovers have continued to pile up for them, and they've struggled to have scoring threats outside of Amaya O'Brien, and they've sped up the Sharks and forced them into bad decisions with the ball.
Impressive take by the former Sun Devil. Kyra Wood underneath, and the former Owl adds 2 for the Cuse. Hyman stays in the game. 13 points today for Syracuse, the lone returning starter from last year's squad. O'Brien left open in the corner, and she sinks it. Fair stops, pops, and it falls. And Wood acrobatically keeps it in, but then Wilson turns it over. Sydney Smith off the window, no good. Offensive rebound, Umbalito, and 1. Yeah, Long Island hasn't played a home game yet this year. For Syracuse, conversely, opened up with 4 straight. They'll go on the road to Penn State on Monday. Cheyenne McEvans into the lane.
And they push forward ahead again with McEvans.
McEvans teardrop, rims out. Defensive rebound Smith, but Syracuse takes it away. Double clutch for McEvans. Count it. First time we're calling her name, the junior out of Detroit, Michigan. Actually played at the same high school as McEvans, Southfield A&T. Corner 3 from the far side is good. Mariah Elohim. Ava Irvin into the game for the Cuse. Junior out of Atlanta, another holdover from last year's squad. And an impressive bucket by Kennedy Perkins in the lane. She talked about the shooting struggles, and kind of credits that to not being able to practice in the dome as much as they'd like to, and you have to deal with the lights and the depth perception, all things that can affect some shooters. Irvin draws a triple team. Kick out McEvans. One more feed for McNabb. Can't finish. Now the Sharks in transition. Pushed ahead to Amos. And she finishes.
The Sharks put up a valiant fight, especially in the first half of this one, out rebounding Syracuse for a majority, but the Orange finish it on top.
The final buzzer sounds.